Yo, what's going on YouTube? GZTV. Pretty good basketball on tonight. I'm going to continue to rub it in your guys' face that SIUE is going to the March Madness tournament. But, because I keep getting it on my ESPN, it keeps, reminding me and stuff. But, Sunday, March 9th, we had some good basketball on. Obviously, the Thunder Nuggets was kind of disappointing. But we had Suns Mavericks, Grizzlies Pelicans, Jazz Sixers. What else? I mean, the Pistons and the Trailblazers played. That was a good game. And the Kings and the Clippers just concluded with a buzzer beater from Kawhi Leonard. We're going to get into all that in this video. And then we will talk about some of the games tomorrow. And that'll be that. Let's just go ahead and talk about it. We're going to start with the Suns and the Mavs. Devin Booker and Kevin Durant help the Suns hold off an injury-depleted Mavs. Sorry about my hair. Sorry about all that. And I just want to preface that you're probably not going to get a movie review tonight. I was sick all day. I had to battle through going on the treadmill and walking outside. I was not able to edit. I just decided to watch some true crime documentaries with my dad and just chill for the fucking evening. Yeah, I might try to get some editing done tonight, but dude, I just felt like shit. Sore throat, headache. Shit I get over and over again. I think I'm the most sick person on this fucking planet. My nervous system is terrible. But Suns Mavericks, Devin Booker and Kevin Durant helped the Suns. Yeah, they hold off the injury-depleted Mavs. They won by 9 points. Obviously, good scoring for both Devin Booker and Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant did a little bit of everything, obviously rebounding and passing the ball as well, just kind of doing some stuff in between, helping the Hawks get a much-needed win. Obviously, they should have won this game. The Mavs don't have a lot going for them right now with the injury problems and the curse of the Luka Doncic trade coming back to bite them. They get the win. They close the standings gap. The Suns are starting to kind of get in there and maybe try to make a play-in push. I don't think they're going to necessarily make the playoffs, but it would be nice to at least see them play beyond the regular season because I think guys like Devin Booker and Kevin Durant certainly deserve that. But Grayson Allen, man, played a really good defense and obviously set up for some offense. I think this team played pretty well on both sides of the basketball. Budenholzer, we had to call some timeouts a few times. Klay Thompson was getting kind of hot. That's really all the Mavs have at this point. That's really the scoring option that they can rely on. Yeah, man. Series of errors led to Powell and Kessler running into each other. This was a weird game. Now, obviously, Devin Booker is going to hit some tough shots. He's going to be a great offensive player, which led him to the win. 21 points for Kevin Durant, though, off of 33% three-point shooting. 24 points for Devin Booker, so that's nice to see those two. And honestly, the Mavs played pretty good. Najee Marshall stepping up, 34 points, 10 assists. You get a 26-point performance for Klay Thompson. I think it's mostly guys like Caleb Martin just not able to supply enough off the bench. And having I'm fucked up right now. Having Kyrie Irving, being injured is not allowed this team to have much depth. So, yeah, Caleb Martin's a great player. He's a fine role player in the league. He just couldn't get it done, So there's that. We're going to move on into the Grizzlies and the Pelicans. Ja Morant and Desmond Bane helped the Grizzlies hang on. They beat the Pelicans by 3. Great scoring duo in Ja Morant and Desmond Bane. They've kind of showed the league that over the years, and they continue to do it. They get the victory. Getting through defense, hitting tough shots for both of these guys. Made for some good basketball. Obviously Yves Missi is a tough at-the-rim defender, a very tough young guy in this league. But they overcame it, and that was a good time. Yeah, man, it's always Jalmos Durant with these fucking highlight plays. Fucking itching. My nuts itch, sorry. TMI. But you look at the Grizzlies, man, 32 points for Ja Morant off of 33% shooting, 30 points for Desmond Bane as well. Really all they needed to win the contest. You look at the Pelicans, 11 points, 11 assists for Jose Alvarado off of 50% three-point shooting, 27 points for Trey Murphy III. Another team that played pretty good today, reasonably good for what they have. I just think they get empty minutes from guys like Jamal Cain just because they don't have the depth on this team. I think their starting core plays just fine. Their guys come out. They didn't have the greatest shooting splits, but again, for what they have, I think their starting 5 came out and played decent. It's just now you got to rely on literally everyone on the roster, and some of these guys don't have quality NBA minutes under their belt. So there you have it. Sorry about the coughing. Let's get into the Jazz and the Sixers. It seems like the Sixers finally win a game for the first time in a long time. But yeah, Walker scores 25. The Sixers open a 22-point fourth quarter lead. They hold on. They beat the Jazz by 4 points. Yeah, man, shout out to Lonnie Walker the fourth. I've been saying he deserves a shot back in the league. I haven't said that on the channel per se, but me and my friends have kind of had discourse about it. And Quentin Grimes, great scoring for those two. Two pretty dope guard pickups that this team has made over the last couple of years, and they can be good role players for when they're ready to have a rebuild, when they're ready to bring in some star power, but they get the win. Obviously, Isaiah Collier is a young guy. He's going to make it tough. He gets through defense. Good game. Kyle Filipowski scoring on 3 levels of the floor all night long. But yeah, man, Lonnie Walker the fourth, very athletic, very versatile offensive player. Again, I think the Jazz played good too. 25 points for Kyle Filipowski off of 50% shooting. You get 13 points, 10 assists for Isaiah Collier. And Keontae George continuing to have a great year off the bench, 25 points, 30% three-point shooting, which isn't great. But yeah, a lot of empty minutes. Again, Svi Mykhailiuk. This is a guy that's kind of been in the league for a while, but you cannot go out there and just give out empty minutes. This team can't afford that, which is kind of what led to the loss. Yeah, man, 25 points for Quentin Grimes. You get 14 points, 15 rebounds off the bench for Adam Bona, kind of a young big that they're looking to develop, and 25 points, 11 rebounds for Lonnie Walker the fourth, who shot 33% from 3. So shout out to the Sixers. They get it done. Let's get going. We have 2 more games to go. We're going to start with the Pistons and the Trailblazers. Cade Cunningham's 28 points helped the Pistons beat the Trailblazers by, I think, 7 points it was. Yeah, man. Really good shooting from both Cade Cunningham and Tobias Harris, being very efficient scorers and kind of complementing each other and playing really good basketball here. Obviously, Jalen Duren's going to continue to be a lob threat for this team. Great stuff. Toumani Camara is going to play great defense and throw it down and play good on both sides of the floor. He's a tough opponent. So is guys like Anthony Simons hitting tough shots offensively. But Cade Cunningham using his athleticism, using his offensive prowess to get the victory. 20 points for Tobias Harris, who shot 33% from 3. You get 18 points, 12 rebounds for Jalen Duren, who shot 70%. 28 points for Cade Cunningham, who shot 50% from 3, which is awesome. Really good performances for the guys. You look at the Trailblazers, 25 points for Jeremy Grant while shooting 50%. You get 34 points for Anthony Simons. And I guess that's really about it. You'd obviously expect a little more out of Donovan Clingan. You can kind of give him a break because he's a rookie, but can't really be that offensively quiet. And they have Duop Reith and Scoot Henderson. Yeah. Those guys get the minutes they deserve, I think. But fuck it. Jabari Walker, give him some more minutes. Just try him out. He's been in the league a little bit longer than Donovan Clingan. Why not just give him a shot? He plays really efficient minutes when he's in. Obviously, they're a team. They're not really a tanking team either. They're 9 games under 500. They're not that far away from like the Suns and all those guys, but weird. Kings Clippers close out the night here. Zach LaVine. Okay, they didn't. Zach LaVine and the Kings did not win the game. Obviously, that 8th place in the West was kind of on the line. Those two are fighting for that play-in spot. But yeah, Kawhi Leonard's hook shot at the buzzer lifted the Los Angeles Clippers over the Sacramento Kings. They win by a point. They tighten their grip on 8th place in the West. Pretty impactful win against a similarly calibered squad and the Sacramento Kings. Huge buzzer-beating floater in overtime at that. Nicholas Batum, shout out to him for as old as he is. He played really good at the rim defense. DeMar DeRozan's going to be a shot maker. He's going to make it tough on you. But yeah, man, so many clutch players on this team. James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, 2 very clutch scorers. Not just good scorers, but clutch scorers. Made for a really dope finish. 31 points and 10 assists, though, for DeMar DeRozan. You get a 30-point performance for Zach LaVine. Keon Ellis could have played a little better. He plays really good defense. He's a good, gritty role player. I do think they need Malik Monk more than ever right now if they want to make any sort of pushes. They obviously have like Devin Carter out of Providence that they're kind of trying out off the bench a little bit, and he's playing some pretty efficient basketball, but at the end of the day, not having Malik Monk in a game like this and not having him for the playoffs would not be great for this Kings team. So just kind of looking at the Monday games, NBA slates recently have not been the greatest. The Nuggets play the Thunder again tomorrow, so that is fun, I suppose. Knicks play the Kings tomorrow. I think the NBA TV doubleheader is actually going to be pretty good. Knicks and Kings should be some really good basketball. But other than that, not super excited for it. So I'm going to go ahead and head out, probably edit for a little over an hour and a half, and probably call it a night. head is still kind of throbbing, but I'm going to get through it. I'm going to try to get some editing going for the guys because,